And then, hey, it says I'm live, everybody. Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this Wednesday, yes, October 9th, 2024. For those who don't know, this is Rick, and this is the morning charts and target show. I sure appreciate everybody being here. Want to welcome everybody here in the room, Hit and Run Candlestick members, also trial folks. You are, by the way, if you're a trial, I hope you realize you are 100% a member for 30 days. Okay. So, want to welcome everybody from, we are also broadcasting on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and X Live. And you got to love technology these days. Okay. Let's talk about the market here. Just a tiny bit. And then we're going to talk about some charts. If, along the way of trading, it's been a long time for me and longer for other folks. But I'll tell you, what length does for you is you learn a lot. You learn a lot of the do's and the don'ts. You learn where you can push, where you can't. A lot of experience with age. I think most people here are on the north side of 40, we'll say that. And, you have some experience compared to a 20-year-old. Well, one thing that I've learned, the whole TC 2000, when we were able to come up with this red dot, green dot thing, I have to tell you, I didn't know what we had in the beginning. And the more and more I use it, the more and more I look at it, the more and more I think about it. This has got to be one of the best tools I've ever seen. And it's really simple. As long as it stays green, we're good. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is not to talk about how great that is. What I'm talking about is at some point, this market is going to crack. Okay. It just doesn't go up forever. It really doesn't. And let's just come back and just look at this. Look at that beautiful trend using the trendicator, but then look how it cracked, right? And look, we got back into trend, a small crack, and we're back into trend again. Now, both those are trends as well, okay? They're just trends down. The point I'm trying to make here is I think sometimes we get to joking during a day. There's days that we have a really good financial day, really make some money. And we get a little complacent and we forget about what could happen. And we're a little slow getting there. Don't be slow. When those dots start turning red in the market, we have a problem. All right. There's not going to be, there won't be a question about it. Now, we won't know how big the problem is till we analyze it a little bit, but that is a problem. So right now, here's what I'm looking at. Where's my arrow? What I'm looking at is a target of about 578.60 up here. So I'm looking for a breakout and then up to this area. Okay. I am still bullish. And then here's our 600 mark. I just right there, but near the 600. Okay. If we get 591.80, come on, give me the 600. That's close enough. So we'll worry about that later, but this is the first thing we need to worry about. But we need to keep this in mind, okay? Please keep that in mind, all right? Rickster, good morning. Trendicator with a blue for consolidation is nice too. Yeah, for those that do that, I tried that, but I went back to just the red and green, either bull or bear. It was just cleaner for me on the chart. But yeah, some folks are using it, during consolidation, you get a blue mark in there. So anyway, that is what I want to point out is the market is not going to go up forever. So I hate to be the start of bad news in the morning, but you have to talk about it. All right, let's talk about NVIDIA real quick. All right. Now, I closed my NVIDIA out yesterday for about a 19.9% profit. A couple of reasons why I closed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up with a gap in there. And you guys know me, gaps a day. So this thing is up 7 days as far as I'm concerned. It's a little stretched, and it's not my job to chase a stock that's stretched. It just is not. So I took my money off. Also, I know that my today and my tomorrow is going to be a little bit shaky, whether I can be in front of the computer all the time or, excuse me, any given time. So nice profit on NVIDIA. I am going to wait for it to pull back or consolidate. It can just move sideways. And when it sets up again for another, one of my favorite setups for entry is going to be the 3-8 trap or below the highest high in 5 days, which is virtually the same thing. So we'll wait for that, and then we'll ride that train again up. So very nice on that. I also closed my Wolf yesterday. Wolf was up 20%. I took my 20%. This was a stock trade, by the way, not an option trade. I took my 20% again yesterday because it came close enough to our target. And I know that my day today and tomorrow might be a little bit, might not be here all day. So those are two trades for yesterday. Let's take a look at a chart that I think has a future to it, and that's Hood. Now, I missed Hood yesterday. I would imagine that a lot of people did miss Hood. A lot of people got it. So if you did, 2 thumbs up, way to go, right? We had this nice breakout right here. I also want to point out this right here. Look at our trend. Just follow the green dots. Look at that. Beautiful trend without drawing a trend line, okay? It's right there. I just want to extend that. Now, I don't want to pay too high for Hood. I mean, I want to pay a little better price, wait for it to go on sale a little bit. So I think what we'll be doing is looking for something in this area here. Now, what if that doesn't happen? Well, I'll buy it on a breakout then. Point is, I want it because I think we go to 28.40 and then some. So I'm going to be shopping for Hood. So I'm calling out to everybody. If I miss it, if you guys see it, shout out. Hey, Hood might be in the pocket right now. So let's all keep an eye on Hood. That makes for a great trading community. Let's all keep our eye on that. But I really would like to get that. Target-wise, here, let's just go to a weekly. Weekly. There we go. Target-wise, this is what I'm looking at. 28.40, then 33.70. And if we break out of that 33.70, there's still room for this thing to move up. But let's just deal with this right here. And that is, to that 33, that's a 30% trade. Man, that's the kind of stuff that just makes you giggle all over. It really does. So let's keep our eyes on Hood. Another one is Snap. I like what Snap is doing because it's constructing a bottom. And then again, I want to point out how that trend is working. Okay. Now, I want to stop here on this trend because, we could easily slide back down, put a few of those red dots in there, and then come back up like that. And then this thing could be ready to rock and roll. So keep that in mind. Just because we dipped down, you have to analyze the chart. Was it a dip that actually broke everything? Or was it a dip where those deeper pockets, those buyers might come in and then start bringing us back up here? So I think Snap's looking pretty good. 11.50, 12 up here, 13 up here for target. Very nice little rally up, a nice little pullback to the downside. We here, let's do this too. Get this out again. Am I messy? Look how we're, just look at that. So we start to break out. Yabba dabba doo. Man, that's going to be nice. Let's look at this one real quick. Look at MSI. Look at that beautiful, beautiful consolidation it's making here. Man, this thing's ready to rock. We've broken out. That's what you want. So this is going to be the buy area right through there. Look at that trend. I'm going to write that down, actually. MSI. Thank you. Look at that trend. Look at that trend. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, cool. Intel. Let's talk about Intel, right? So Intel, look how that's trending up. The blue line there. See there? Look at that. Look at those green dots. You can see how those green dots are trending up here. We put in a doji and a bullish engulf yesterday. Targets 2450, 27 up here. Intel is breaking out of its construction. And I would say offhand that I'm going to call this the construction area. Here we broke out and now we've come back and tested it. And now we're ready to get back on top of that construction area and take off a little bit. That's what I'm looking at for Intel. I do want to stop here because JW in the room mentioned earnings on Hood at the end of the month. So yes, let's please be very, very careful when it comes to earnings. All right. Shop. Here's another nice chart. Look at Shop. Look at Shop. By the way, we entered Intel and Shop yesterday. Forgot to mention that earlier. So here's Shop. We've pulled back in here. Notice the trend indicator stayed green. We've pulled back and then we popped up, and now we've got ourselves this 3-bar pattern is a Fig Newton pattern. This is a bullish candle pattern. We're putting in this inside day. Great buy today, looking like. This is the 50% retracement, just taking this right here, my arrow out again, going up here and then down to right there, 50%. I probably should put a target up here, right? Here we go. And then 88.60 for the next target on Shop. Another chart that I have is not that one. PINS. There we go. Pins. This is a rounded bottom breakout. And I really like rounded bottom breakouts. And I like it because, it is a pure moving average trade is what it is. It's a revision, back to the mean. What is the mean? We're calling it the 200 period moving average. So it's simply where price is beat down. We've come back up over the 50. We want to get to the 200 up here. Watch for landmines along the way. It can get sticky in here sometimes. Just follow price. Learn candlesticks. Learn how to manage them. But pins is setting up, and all the way up to the 200. That's a 9% move for an option trader. Hey, that is a sweet move, and 9% on the stock. That's amazing. It really, really is. All right, I feel like I've taken up too much time. If anyone has any charts you want to look at, and while you're typing that, please keep in mind that T2123 did not produce a bullish attitude yesterday. Okay, it did not. So we need to be watching that very closely. And if we take a look at VXX is still in a bullish setup. Here we're up. You can see we're back. You can see that price is above the T line. T line is above the trend indicator. That is still a bullish setup. So a lot of caution going into today, rest of the week. And SQ right out of the box. Okay. SQ, if you're long, I guess I would stay long. If I was going to, look to get in it, I would probably let it break out and then get in it. But it's doing everything we want it to do. Check out the weekly. Look at the base on that weekly. Holy moly. Beautiful. So based on the weekly here, and it looks like, yeah, it's, I know we can't see the candles here. It doesn't matter. You don't need to see them. Target. We're going to have a weekly rounded bottom breakout here shortly on this thing. And that looks nice. I like that. So, well, I guess we're at the first target, aren't we? Then the second target up here at 77. Anyway, 2 thumbs up on SQ. Appreciate that. Very nice chart. Chewy. Let's look at Chewy. Chewy's one that I'm eyeballing myself. Yeah, I'm eyeballing myself. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this line right here, and then we're going to go from dot to dot. So green dot to green dot. You can see our trend now. We're working in here. Here we've pulled back. We've bounced around. Now we're back up over the T line, back up over the trend indicator. And now what this does, it gives all this space up here for a target. So I think what I'll do is put a target in here to close that gap up. So that's going to be one target. And then, you know what? Just put it right up here in the top. Manage the trade. That's a nice looking trade right there. So I think Chewy is on the ball. All right, let's come over here. ABNB, could you type over on YouTube? If you put something, please type in caps, okay? ABNB. If you're on X, you can't type anything, so I would suggest you move over to YouTube or come into the room. You can do that. And Facebook, I'm not sure if anybody is here on Facebook. Yeah. Anyway, ABNB is looking really good. We're going to have to start with this right here. Nice little cup, right? Nice little handle. Love it. We're going to have to come over here and we're going to have to look at that rally and look at that pullback right into the trend indicator. Then we're going to have to look at the fact we broke out. The bulls are in charge. The bulls are working. We've got a J hook set up. Of course, the J hook is actually not confirmed till it breaks out. With that said, we've got ourselves a target because rounded bottom breakout, those are always the main target. You can go in and put minor targets with price action, but those are the main targets right there. But ABNB, I think that's a hot bullish chart. Just mind your trade, mind your rules. You know, there is no perfect chart out there. So keep those stops on and have rules when you trade. Have some rules. If you don't have rules, let us know. If you don't want rules, hey, let us know that too. We'll make fun of you. Let's see. Hey, Neil, hi. Took a trade in Broadcom. Let's see, ABT. ABT looks good here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of everything here on ABT. And here we're up. Nice move down. Look at the base we've had, bouncing off the 50 and back over the T line and the trend indicator. Whack. That's a great looking chart. My stop, you know, a trade like this, it's really simple. Why do you like it? I like it because it moved back over the trend indicator. Where would I not like it? 113.80-ish is where I wouldn't like it. Man, I see your trade. I see your trade. Thank you. What is it? What's Broadcom? I forget AVGO. My brain was going nuts here. Broadcom, nice J hook breakout here. I want to look at the weekly chart. I want to do that because I just want to make sure I get everything here at the top. There we go. So Broadcom, you know, we've got a little bit of a speed bump we're looking at, but speed bump is just a speed bump. That's all it is, man. I don't like to call it resistance. I mean, sometimes I do just because I forget, but it's just a speed bump. You know, this is what I tell everybody that's afraid of resistance. Thank goodness we can break out of resistance, or we wouldn't have a stock market, would we? So, yeah, thank goodness. Anyway, look at the trend here. Using the trend indicator, like this is those that have TC 2000, and you don't have this on your chart, and you want this on your chart, contact me. I'll get you in the room. We'll do a little class and set it up for you. Maybe I'll record it and I can put it on YouTube or something like that. But everyone with TC 2000 should have this. Everybody should have this. It's just easy to do, and I use TC 2000. So any other programs, if you can put the red and green dots on there, And what that means is when price is over the dots, they're green. When price is under the dots, they're red. How powerful could that be? Wow. Anyway, Broadcom, bullish J hook here. This thing breaks out. Higher we go. I like the chart. Looks great. Looks great. What's another one here? Looking at MU. Sorry, I'll get to the top there. Oh, there wasn't any. Good. I didn't miss any. So MU. Well, I've been stalking MU. I have. So here's two ways to handle MU. You can buy it and just sit back and wait. Just buy it, pour yourself a cocktail, and sit and wait. You can do that. Or you can wait till it gives you some good love. I thought back here it might have been good love. I almost bought it, and then we got to the end of the day. I'm glad I didn't buy it. So I'm waiting for some really good love here. So for me, I'm going to need to see something, like this. Now, please keep in mind, I'm not a trader that crushes the entry. I want to see buyers. Basically, I want to see you in here. And then when I see you in here, if you're this guy here, then I'll hop in and then we'll trade right along together. I just don't want to be the first dude in the ring. That's all. It's just that simple. So I'm waiting for something to tell me to get in. I'll use the scanner to put that in there or to show me. But I am stalking MU big time. All right. Okay. Anything else? Let me check everywhere. That looks all good. That looks good. Hey, we have a pretty good crowd over there in YouTube, it looks like. So thank you. Maybe some of those are Facebook. Very cool. Appreciate it. Members, thanks for allowing me to do this. I do appreciate that too. All right. Unless there's anything else, and I have a few minutes if anyone has anything. I do. Let's take a look at the market real quick. Looks like the SPY is still working here. Let's take a look at the diamonds. The diamonds. See how we're coming right off the trend indicator there? Look at that. Now all we need is a little bit of just a little push. All right. IWM. This is probably the fly that's running around the soup, right? You don't want to eat the soup because of the fly. Poor IWM. However, I personally think IWM is still bullish. I think it has been bullish for a long time. Look at that weekly chart. Please tell me what's bearish about that chart. Not one doggone thing is bearish. Not one. I will say that it's the most choppiest bullish chart I've ever seen in my life. I will say that. But overall, IWM is still bullish. You just wish it would work with everybody. Take a look at the Qs. Qs are doing wonderful here. FNGU. This is a very important chart to keep an eye on. You don't ever have to trade it. In fact, as long as I've been following this, I've never traded this thing one time ever, not ever. I simply look at it as a tool to help manage the market. When FNGU is working, that big dog is wagging its tail, and it can wag the entire market. So a breakout here keeps us in a good bullish area. Okay. Hey, Nancy. Nancy says, keep an eye on wheat. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, look at that. Here, let's delete all this. Look at that wheat, okay? And let's do this real quick. I'm going to remove price. All right. What is wrong with that chart? Holy cow. Sometimes we allow price to get in the way of a really nice chart. Well, this chart here is doing it, man. T-line is above the trend indicator. Can't go wrong there. We don't have price up, so we can't see it. So let's go put price back on. Price, there we go. Price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. Beautiful trend. Beautiful. Now, let's worry about price action to help us get into this and to trade it. I'm going to move this to a 2-day chart. I'm going to try a 3-day, 4-day, 5-day. You'll find that more times than not, I will go longer rather than go shorter, just to get a better feel of what it might be doing. And anyway, nice chart there, Nancy. You've been in it for a while. Congratulations. Fatten up the old purse area there, right? Keep your portfolio growing. Way to go, Nancy. Thank you. All right. Make sure a bit of thumbs up helps with YouTube. Yeah. You guys on YouTube, throw a thumbs up. Facebook, X, All right. I better get going. Hey, we'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour, about 20 minutes. Let's have some fun in this market. Let's make a little money. And say hi to your neighbor, okay? You guys be good. We'll see you. Thanks.